Hello everyone, welcome back again to Chinmoyee's biology channel. So today we are here with a brand new revision paper, that is of transport of food and minerals and plants. So let's get started without further delay, because already I have posted your revision paper of two lessons, that is reproduction in plants and reproduction in animals and humans as well. So that link in description box I have already posted. So without further delay, let's get started, and we will be going to study about certain multiple choice questions, true, false, and certain short answer type questions today. And all questions will be with the answers, and which will be very important and very essential for your exams revision. And please don't skip in the middle, because throughout the episode I'll be discussing many important questions for you all. So stay tuned throughout the episode. Let's get started. So now we have started with the first part, that is multiple choice questions. So first is put a tick mark against the correct alternative in the following statement. So first question is, diffusion occurs when molecules move from what? Lower concentration to higher concentration, higher concentration to lower concentration through a membrane, higher concentration to lower concentration, or when energy is used. So what should be the answer? Just think and recall once. I have given you the answer for your benefit, that it will be easier for you to learn. So from higher concentration to lower concentration is the answer. Now the next question is, ascent of sap in plants takes place through cortex, epidermis, xylem and phloem. So ascent of sap is always taking place through the xylem. Okay, now next part. So the next question is, if the xylem vessels of a plant are plugged, then what will happen? Then the leaf will turn yellow. No food will be made. The plant will wilt, or the plant will continue to grow. So you are plugging the xylem vessel. So what will happen? The plant will wilt or shrivel. Okay, so this will be the answer. So just go through them carefully and then think about the answer and write. So force responsible for ascent of sap is capillary force, root pressure, transpirational pull, or all of the three. So it is all of the three. So for force responsible for ascent of sap is both capillary force, root pressure, transpirational pull and all. Okay, so let us see the next question. Now raisins swell when put in rainwater, tap water, mustard oil, saturated sugar solution. So when do they swell up? They swell up in rainwater, right? So the root hairs are suited for absorbing water from soil because they have huge number, a large surface area. They have semi-permeable membrane. They contain a solution higher concentration than surrounding water, or all of the three. So the root hairs are suited for absorbing water because they have a large surface area, they have a semi-permeable membrane, and they contain a solution of higher concentration than the surrounding water. So all of the three is correct only. So the fourth option will be correct. Now the next question is, transpiration is defined as the rise of water up to the stem of a plant, the elimination of water with the dissolved water products, the loss of water as water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant, and the loss of water as water vapor from the roots as well as leaves of the plant. So you know which is the answer, right? It is the third one, the loss of water as water vapor from aerial parts of the plant. So, which one of the following factors favors the fastest transpiration rate? A cool, humid, windy day, a hot, humid, windy day, a hot, humid, dry day, a hot, dry, windy day. So, which one will be favorable for the fastest transpiration rate? So, all are very twisting like that. So, you just stick to what? A hot, humid, windy? No, it's not a hot, humid, windy. If the weather is humid, transpiration will be less. So to increase the rate of transpiration, it will be hot, dry and windy day. So the fourth option is the correct answer, right? So let us move on to the next question. Now here we are here with the first part of short answer type question, and here is a diagram, and from the diagram we will set up few questions. An experiment was set up as shown in the figure below. Water level in test tube A It fell down, but in B it's constant. So what is happening here? Here in this test tube, we have taken a plant with roots and you have put some oil on the top of both the test tubes, but here no plant is there. So what will be the observation? After some time, this level of A test tube, it falls, water level, and B doesn't fall. So what should be the reason? So we will write the reason now. Now, why there was a waterfall in water level of test tube A and not in test tube B? In test tube A, the water level falls because the water was absorbed by the plant through its roots dipped in water. You all know that roots are absorbing the water. So roots dipped in water, they absorb the water. Here no loss occurs due to evaporation from the water surface due to presence of oil. So as oil was there on the top of the both the test tubes, no evaporation was happening in test tube A as well as test tube B. But in test tube A, the water level was falling, or it was lowering because of the absorption by root. But in test tube B, the water level remains unchanged and it does not contain a rooted plant. So due to the presence of oil on the surface, no water loss occurs due to evaporation. So you should write the answer with certain reasons, right? Why it is not happening. Now let us move on to the next one. Now here the next question is, how are roots useful to plants? Give any 2 points. So very good question. Roots are useful to plants in following way. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil and transports it upward to various parts of the plant. Roots fix the plant firmly in the ground, and these are the two. So this is actually, it is having an anchoring function. So it is anchoring the plant to the roots. Now what do xylems carry? The xylem vessels carry the water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the stems and the leaves. Okay. So name the plant tissue which helps in carrying the food to different parts of the plant. So xylem is carrying water and phloem is carrying, xylem is carrying water and minerals, okay, and phloem is carrying the food to different parts of the plant. Now here we are here with the definitions. Define what is a semi-permeable membrane and what is osmosis. So what is a semi-permeable membrane? Semi-permeable membrane, it is a membrane that allows the movement of solvent molecules, that is water molecules, through it, but prevents the movement of solute particles, example sugar or salt molecules. Okay. Now egg membrane, parchment membrane, cellophane paper are all examples of semi-permeable membrane. Okay. Now next comes osmosis. What is osmosis? The diffusion of water molecules through a semi-permeable membrane from a region where the water is more concentrated. That is movement of water from we can say from a movement of water from a region of higher concentration to the region where the concentration is less is called osmosis, and it should happen through a semi-permeable membrane. In other words, osmosis is the diffusion of water from its pure state dilute solution into a stronger or concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so osmosis is always a diffusion of water from a state, pure state or dilute solution into a stronger or concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane. Is it clear? I think I have made all the questions and answers very clear for you all. So here question number 6, under what conditions do these plants transpire more quickly and most slowly? So transpiration and faster on, we have told that hot summer days as compared to cold winters, transpiration is less or reduced when the air is humid. Air cannot hold any water molecules when it is already laden with moisture and humidity, right? So next question. So why is the structure of root hair quite suitable for absorbing water from the soil? So the structure of root hair must be such that it is helping in absorption of water from the soil. So what is it suitable for? So root hair is suitable for absorbing water from the soil in the following ways, because the root hairs have a large surface area. More the surface area, greater the absorption. The cell wall is of cellulose nature and forms permeable membrane, and the plasma membrane around the vacuole, they form the semi-permeable membrane. So the cell wall of cellulose nature and forms the permeable membrane, and the plasma membrane around the vacuole forms the semi-permeable membrane. Now the root hairs have solution that is cell sap at higher concentration than the surrounding soil water. So always they have a solution. The cell sap is of a higher concentration than the surrounding soil water, that helps in absorption as well. So this is the diagram of this. You can see the root hairs. These are the soil particles. So like this, they are absorbing the water. So this is how we can say that the root hairs with this large surface area, they are creating a better environment for the absorption. And this plasma membrane or cell membrane, that is acting as a semi-permeable, we can say that it is the cell wall of the cellulose nature, and forms a very much permeable membrane, right? And the plasma membrane around the vacuole, it is forming a semi-permeable membrane. So this is what is happening in the structure of root hair. So here comes the next question. Given here is an enlarged diagram of a part of root. Draw arrows on the diagram to show the movement of water passing through the different parts. So this is the diagram. These are the root cells. This is the soil. This is the root hair. So now we will see where to put the arrows. Now like this you should put the arrows. So from the soil, the root hair is absorbing water like this. From the soil it's coming like this, and this is path of water through the root hair to the xylem. So this is what is. It is a very simple answer. Just you need to place the arrows from the soil towards the root. Next comes the question. In an experimental setup, a die was placed at the bottom of a beaker. Here a die was placed, and the beaker was filled with water as shown in figure A below. After some time, the entire water in the beaker got colored uniformly as shown in figure D. So gradually it started mixing in water. Then in figure D it has uniformly got mixed in water. So what is happening? What is the question here we should know? Now name and define the phenomena shown in the experiment. So first we are adding a dye to a pot of water, to a beaker of water. So what is happening? The phenomena is diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of molecules or atoms of a substance, whether it is solid, liquid or gas, from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. So the water in the beaker was not mixed with dye earlier, so it was having a lower concentration, and in the corner we have put some dye or color. So it is mixing from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Now in all the figures, 4 figures above, you can just go back and see once, check once what are the figures there. Two kinds of molecules are shown symbolically, larger and smaller. So which molecules are of the solute and which are of the solvent? So larger and smaller. So you are supposed to write the larger molecules are of the solute, that is the dye, and the smaller molecules are of the solvent. So in this beaker, the larger molecules as shown in the figure are of the solute or dye, and the smaller molecules like dots which have been shown there, they are of the solvent. Okay, they are of the solvent, that is of water. Is it clear? So I think it is clear. 4 diagrams we have seen there. We have questions that what is the phenomena, define the phenomena, and what is the larger molecule seen in the figure, and what is the smaller molecule. Now here, if all the dark shaded molecules in A are tightly enclosed in a cell membrane, what will be the nature of movement, if any? So if in a beaker, if all the dyes which you are putting in are packed in a cell membrane, so how they will mix in water, and what will be the movement of molecules? So as the concentration of the solvent molecules is more in the left side figure A, suppose the cell membrane will act as a semi-permeable membrane and will allow only the solvent molecules of water to move in the solute particles. So here the process will be osmosis. So it will pass through semi-permeable membrane, and so the solvent molecules will move towards the solute particles. The solvent molecules will move towards the solute particles, and like that we will see a phenomena of osmosis which is always occurring through a semi-permeable membrane. Is it clear now? Now in this question we are supposed to briefly explain how transpiration helps in upward conduction of water in plants. Okay, so first we can divide it into 2 points. So plants continuously absorb water through roots. This water is sent up through the xylem, through the stem, to all parts of the plant. including the leaves, only a little amount of water is retained in the plant or utilized by it in photosynthesis. The rest of it gets evaporated into the atmosphere as water vapor through the stomata present in the epidermis of the leaves and other aerial parts of the plant. So this creates a suction pressure which pulls up the water from the xylem of the roots to the stem and then to the leaves. So this is one upward conduction of plants. And then what is happening? Another part is that the xylem tissues are in the form of capillary tubes, that is tracheids and fibers. So xylem fibers and tracheids, you all know, where the narrower the diameter, greater will be the force. So if the diameter of these tubes, these tracheids are narrow, the force of water conduction will be more, and whenever the xylem vessels are empty, such as during loss of water during transpiration, during the daytime, so the capillary force will rise and it will forcefully go up. So during daytime, the water lost from the surface of the leaves by the process of transpiration is there. So in this process, more and more water molecules are pulled up due to the tendency of retaining joint or cohesion. Okay, such pulling force created by the leaves is very important in the case of tall trees, whereas upward conduction of water takes place. So these are the two reasons, briefly explanation of how transpiration is helping in, that is loss of water from the leaves during daytime is helping in the conduction of water in plants. Okay, so let us move on to the next one. Now here comes a very simple question. How does temperature and light intensity affect the wind affect the transpiration? So temperature, light intensity and wind, how they are affecting the transpiration rate. We all know temperature, transpiration is faster or hot summer days as compared to cold winters. Light intensity, the transpiration rate is increased due to the rate of light intensity during daytime in sunlight. The rate of transpiration is faster. This is because the stomata remain open to allow the inward diffusion of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. During dark, the stomata are closed and hence transpiration hardly occurs at night. So we can say that light intensity is affecting transpiration in many ways, and wind transpiration is more when the wind is blowing faster as water evaporates faster from leaves. So this is another three important factors which are helping transpiration to happen fastly. Now we are back with few true false question and answer. So now state true and false. Water absorption mainly occurs through the root hair. True. Water enters the roots by osmosis. True. Water absorbed by roots reaches leaves, helps in producing food for the entire plants. It's true. A semi-permeable membrane allows the larger molecules to pass through but prevents the smaller ones. It's false. What is it doing? It is allowing the smaller molecules to pass through but preventing the larger ones. Now transpiration is the loss of water from the roots of the plant. It's false, because transpiration is the loss of water from aerial parts of the plant. Transpiration cools the plant when it is hot outside. It is true. Transpiration, the leaves lose more water from the upper surface. No, it's false. It is losing water from the lower surface. So this is all for today's entire revision question paper 1 for transport of food and minerals in plants. So in the next video, I'll be back with the long answer type questions, not only questions but also with the answers. So for that, you need to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned, stay updated with all the videos which I'm posting. So please do share it with your friends, and if you are liking my videos, please do like and comment in my comment box. And keep watching my videos. I think it will help you a lot in getting good marks in your exam. So stay tuned, stay updated, and thanks a lot for watching my videos.